What's up guys, welcome to Superwise, I'm John and I just finished watching Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah. This was me during the movie. This is me after the movie.
Not impressed.
Now let me start off by saying that I'm not a fan of the MonsterVerse. I think when it comes to those movies, they have awesome action, great CGI, but when it comes to story and character development, they are severely lacking. I think Godzilla 2014 is fine. I think Kong Skull Island is fine. I really don't like King of the Monsters. I think that movie is just absolute trash. I just think the MonsterVerse is pretty average and generic. Nothing special, nothing outside of the box. And when I saw the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer, I was like, yeah, cool action, great CGI, but let's see about the character development and story. I knew what to expect. I said to myself, yep, style, no substance. And in this film, I got exactly what I predicted. Overall, I don't like Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't hate it, I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's good either. But before I completely tear this movie into shreds, let's go over what I generally liked about the film. Just like with the other MonsterVerse films, this movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, is visually stunning. Warner Brothers put so much money into this, and it shows. The movie looks beautiful. The CGI is great. And the special effects were really, really good. Visually, the film is stunning. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's really good. Next, Tom Holkenborg or Junkie XL's score is really great here. He just did Zack Snyder's Justice League, killed it there, and he kills it here too. His score is so epic. Then we have the action, which is really fun and really good. Easily the best scene in the entire movie was Godzilla and Kong fighting Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla, just period, is the best part of this entire movie. Anything with him in it is badass and so awesome. I mean, when he's fighting Godzilla, he is wrecking that dude, man. He is holding no punches. He's a savage. And as a character, I like Kong in this film. I like how he actually understands humans and he can communicate with the little girl. There's more to his character than just being a strong monster who beats on his chest. Godzilla is cool, but he's barely in the movie. He really doesn't have much to do other than be the main villain for Kong. And for a movie that's called Kong vs. Godzilla, in this movie we basically get 25 minutes of them fighting out of an entire hour and 53 minutes. That's an issue. We focus on the scientists, which not good. Even with the action and the CGI, I know it's computer generated, but CGI has come a long way and it's become very believable. And in certain scenes in this movie, it's believable, but in other scenes, I can tell it's just two cartoons fighting. You know, I don't feel the punches, I just see cartoons. But those are just some of the minor issues I have with the film. The major, big issues I have with the film, number one, the comedy. The movie thinks its jokes are funny, they're really not. They're very cringy, they do not fit at all. The characters suck. Just like with all the MonsterVerse films. All style, no substance. The characters suck here. I didn't care for a single one. They were just there because the story made them there. They tried with the little girl and Rebecca Hall, still didn't feel anything. They tried with Brian Tyree Henry, but such bad character development. Literally the only character development he gets is, my wife died. Okay, that's it? Brian Tyree Henry is such a good actor, and here he's just used as comic relief. It's just so bad. And Millie Bobby Brown, she's in the movie because, oh, she's 11 from Stranger Things. And the relationship, if you can call it that, with Brian Tyree Henry and her, literally they meet in one scene, and the next scene they're like besties. You know, they have a special handshake now. Wow, that shows their real friendship, right? Julian Dennison liked him in Hunt for the Wilder People. Literally no purpose here. No purpose. He literally did not have to be in the movie at all. He was just there for more comedic relief. The dialogue is just so bad and on the nose. Literally, Julian Dennison and Brian Tyree Henry, they were talking, and Brian Tyree saw Mechagodzilla, and he was like, yo, that's Robot Godzilla. And then Julian Dennison was like, no, that's Mechagodzilla. Are you serious? That is the most on-the-nose, lazy dialogue I have ever heard. He's just there to name drop Mechagodzilla. Literally, Brian Tyree Henry himself could have said, yo, that's Mechagodzilla. Scene would have been over. Wow, just terrible dialogue. Isa Gonzalez, I like her in Baby Driver. No point of her being here. Literally, she's just in the movie to die. And that was a great scene, by the way, because I didn't care for any of the characters. If any of them were to die, I would have been, like, clapping. Literally, when Isa Gonzalez's character died, I went... Me clapping. I was clapping because, you know what? I just didn't care and she needed to go. Kong, he took the ship she was in and just crushed it. I was like, hell yeah, do that with all the characters, Kong. All of the characters were just generic. They were lazily and poorly written, and the story itself is just so boring. I mean, literally, every time the scientists were on screen, I was like, can we please see Godzilla and Kong fight? I mean, that's why we're here. And just the story overall, it has the most out-of-reach, outrageous science ever. Literally, when they go down to Hollow Earth, it's like freaking Wakanda down there. It's just so insane and so unbelievable. It's just dumb. This movie is dumb. I mean, the very premise of the movie, two cartoon monsters fighting each other. That's just dumb in it of itself. And the movie just is insane, and it's dumb. Action's really good. Music's really good. CGI's really good. But when it comes to the most important things in a movie, the actual story and characters, this movie fails on all levels. This movie is just not good, and I'm sure the MonsterVerse fans will go ahead and dig as deep as they can into this movie and just try to find things that aren't there. Well, you know, the way Godzilla is standing represents this in mythology, and this translates and symbolizes this, and this, and that's why it's just... Stop. You cannot justify the bad character development, the cringy comedy, and the just bad dialogue. You can't justify any of it. Right now, Warner Brothers hasn't greenlit any more MonsterVerse sequels. Good. This just needs to stop. I mean, really, it just needs to stop. The ending wasn't a cliffhanger. It ended, you know, nicely. And also, can I just bring up the random music? Oh my gosh, this music, the music is so bad. Not the original score, the actual music. You have country music, you have pop music at the end, and it's like this upbeat, happy ending, and it's so bad. It is so bad. Warner Brothers, do not make any more of these. Just don't, because you've proven with 4 films that you cannot get the story and characters right. Why can't we just have a film with only Godzilla and only Kong? No human characters, just them. I don't rate movies, I just say if I can recommend them to you. Do I think you should watch this or do I not? Don't watch this, guys. Don't waste your money. It's gonna be bad. If anything, just look up the fight scenes on YouTube. That's the movie right there. That's the most exciting, important part. Everything else sucks. Every time I looked at a shot from this movie and it looked expensive, I thought to myself, wow, instead of making this movie, we could have gotten a Snyder Cut sequel where the money could have been used for good. Because nobody walked out of this movie saying that I liked it and I want a sequel. They saw it, they thought it was fine, and now they're gonna forget about it in 2 hours. With the Snyder Cut, people actually want a sequel because that movie is actually good. And when you look at Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score for Godzilla vs. Kong is an 81, but actually when you dig deeper, the rating average is a 6.5 out of 10. That makes a lot more sense that people aren't seeing. And when you go on IMDb, it's a 7.3 out of 10. So average, nothing spectacular, just average. And IMDb took out those extreme Snyder cultists bad reviews just because they wanted to restore the Snyderverse. IMDb took those reviews out, so that doesn't count. So yeah, this movie isn't a critical success. It is just average. And this movie is a financial success, yes. Bravo. I think it's like the biggest movie opening in COVID, but I guarantee the only reason why this movie is making some real money is because it has the title of Godzilla and Kong. If this was just another Godzilla sequel, I can just say right now that it would not be as financially successful. King of the Monsters underperformed, and, you know, Godzilla vs. Kong got lucky, essentially. So yeah, I honestly wanted to like this movie. Had so much potential. But it's just another MonsterVerse movies. These movies don't have any vision. They all feel and look the same. Warner Brothers just needs to stop making these things. Just really, money, so much more money could be put in other important things than this. It's just unintelligible, cringy nonsense. It's just, no. If you like the film though, I totally respect your opinion. There's a lot of fun to be had in this movie. I really love the references. Kong jumping off of the ship like John McClane, that was cool. Kong dislocated his arm, he hit it against a building. Like Mel Gibson's Riggs and Lethal Weapon, really appreciated that. Adam Wingard knows his 80s movies, but references aren't enough. I think that just the final product was just not good. I didn't like it, but if you did, I respect your opinion, and I'm glad you liked the movie. Just I didn't like it, and that's my review. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you think of Godzilla vs. Kong? Did you like it? Do you feel the same way as me? Do you think it's just bad? Tell me in the comments down below. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't subbed already. I'd love to have you here. I'm at 293 subs. If we can get to 300 soon, that'd be absolutely amazing. So subscribe, that will be all for me. And remember my catchphrase, guys. Stay super wise.